First and foremost, we must honor and acknowledge the rich and diverse histories of Indigenous peoples that have shaped this land for millennia. It's essential to recognize that we are all on Indigenous lands. The lands and waters of my riding are the homelands of Innu and Inuit of Labrador. Today, September 30th, is National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, or Orange Shirt Day, a day of reflection and remembrance, an opportunity to walk together amongst Indigenous partners in Canada towards healing and reconciliation in our nation. It's a day that calls upon all of us, regardless of our backgrounds, to acknowledge our shared history and commit to a brighter future, more inclusive future for all people. To do that, we must begin by acknowledging the painful history that has brought us to where we are today. For centuries, Indigenous people have endured colonialization, the residential schools, the loss of loved ones, the loss of culture, dignity, and respect. The truth is that this day is essential to all of us so that we can correct the injustices that have happened to Indigenous people, so we can work together towards the generational trauma that has impacted so many and create a brighter future for those generations to come. And it is the word reconciliation that gives us hope, gives us a shared responsibility, and one that we must all embrace. Not just a government initiative or a commitment, but it is a true commitment from all Canadians. I'm truly honored to be a part of the Liberal caucus, to be an Indigenous member who sits in Parliament, to be the voice of so many in creating a path towards reconciliation. We know that there are much to do with regard to housing and improving the quality of life for many Indigenous Canadians, and we're continuing to work with you on that. But it also means including Indigenous leaders in decision making to ensure that decisions of governments today and in generations to come are going to be inclusive and to the benefit of all Indigenous people. It's a day to create new steps towards reconciliation, to build a stronger future, and to stand together arm in arm as Canadians towards a real path of reconciliation that is fully inclusive. I want to thank all Indigenous Canadians and all Canadians for coming together to celebrate this day, to celebrate the cultures of Indigenous people, and most importantly, to learn, to understand, and to share together.